September, the Lions lost a thriller in their first game against the Bears. Can Chicago finish the sweep? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 23 carries, 110 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
2nd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. Here's Carter on 1st down. A throw caught here by Morton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown. And
now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking to throw. Carter. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. And here's a handoff out of the gun. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now Carter. From the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Morton. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
Here's a diving catch right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Carter, off play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Carter. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Carter. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Back to throw is Carter from the gun on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the give, this is Harris. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Anyone who watched Najee Harris in Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
Carter now, off the play fake. He finds his man, complete. That's Morton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Off the play fake. Carter. Right side, this is Morton. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Carter to throw on second down. That's caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Blankenship's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have been... decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Coach. Thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Now Carter, off play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They run the counter now on first down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Carter looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Play action. Carter. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Gets by him at the 25, and they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough, and the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back now at Soldier Field. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for Detroit.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Carter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Let's go, fellas.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Here's a handoff out of the gun. A giant hole up the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Carter. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in the game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And the Bears are right back in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
They'll look to throw again. Pass incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
24 is the mic. Yo.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bears are right back in this football game. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 35. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Carter. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit